Yeah, it should be about right. All right, well, Mass Aquariums is live, and there is nobody watching. So I will wait for some people to start watching this and just go fool around. I want to reefing with what's up, Geez, didn't you spend enough time on Rico's live stream? What's up, Nick K, Marco? Hey, listen. I'm going to unbox this Evo. I'm also going to try to get my kid's iPad so I can read comments at the same time. See how that works. If it'll stream both. Yeah, what's up? Alright. Now I got that. I got the dog doing that. Huck! That's enough. But I don't see the live chat. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Alright, folks. Oh, I do need to watch the Pats. It's on DVR. Don't worry. This is going to be a quick live stream. And then the Pats, I can fast forward through all the commercials for the first quarter. Do not say the score, anybody, please. Fired up, Slim. What's up? Hey, Sandro from Montreal. What's up, Jay Carey? It's a no-brainer. Yes, Karen, you are right. They will win. Alright, what kind of beer tonight? Of course, as always, Bud Light. Hopefully the audio is coming in good downstairs, and it's winter and the boiler's going like non-stop. This tank you see right here has no livestock. I transferred all the livestock into the 40 breeder, and the 40 breeder is looking awesome. I can't wait to show you that. Like, everything is just dialed in perfect. But tonight, this tank will be adios. I will be opening this. I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm going to be using in the filtration. And I've got 40, 80, 120 pounds of Carib Sea Life Rock to go through to aquascape it. And then I'm going to add water and so on and so forth. Now, I just wanted to do a live stream on the unboxing. I won't be answering a whole lot of questions because I'm going to be doing this. I can see them on my phone, but I can't read them. So I got the kid's iPad here for everybody. And I can read them. Here we go. Blue Moon. Yes, I love Blue Moon too. Pats fans and Pete Carroll and Drew Bledsoe. Oh my God. Yes, I was born a Patriots fan. Pete Carroll. Drew Bledsoe. Thank God he got sacked. Actually, he got knocked the fuck out of bounds. And that's what gave us Tom Brady. So, how many people we got watching? 32 people. Alright, so I'm going to unbox this. And I'm going to drink and tailgate for Patriots pregame. Even though they're about to start. I got it on DVR. I'm good to go. So, thank you, NailTech629. Alright, I'm going to try to answer questions while I'm doing this, but this is basically a live stream of the unboxing and what I'm going to do for this new tank, and just put it on in the background while you watch the Patriots kick Miami's ass. Let's get into this. First of all, I'd like to thank Fluval, specifically my rep Diana, for sponsoring this tank. I am replacing this 10-gallon, which is about, I think it's 3 or over 3 years old. I'm just basically bored with it. Not so much bored, I just, I need a fresh start. Everything's awesome. I learned a lot. The tank looks great. Everything grew great. As you can see, the core line has pretty much taken over 3 sides of the tank. I always keep it off the front. But I'm just ready for something new, and I'm not ready to start that 135 up just yet. So let's open this bad boy up and see what we got. I did do a little you know, reading of the sides of the aquarium and say, oh, this is what this tank comes with, and so forth and so on. But let's see what we got here. I'm assuming this is going to be the light. Or this could be the light. We got a lot of boxes here. I'm just excited to see what the tank looks like, and then we can open up all this crap. Looks like a little pamphlet from Fluval on what's up. Huck, oh no, sit. And Evo now playing on YouTube. All right. Ooh, this looks good. How do I want to do this? Oh. Nicely packed. First off, I would definitely say the tank is nicely packed. I have received broken tanks. I've shipped full tanks that have broke because it's like almost impossible to ship a tank and have it come out. So, I mean, so far, I mean, this thing is cool. First off, so this is, although Fluval is sponsoring this, this is a complete unboxing on what I think of the tank. I don't know if you can see this bottom here, which seems weird to me. This, the stand on what it's supposed to sit on, I'm not sure why it sits up like that. Anything that doesn't have support over the corner of the tank makes me extremely nervous. So I don't know that I might put some 2x4s. It looks like that'll be like the perfect space for a 2x4 or something. It's just very weird that there's no support of the corners. But the tank is very sleek. I love this like fishnet black all around, rimless tank, looks gorgeous. We've got the overflow box right here. Water's gonna flow in here, up through the sponges, and they've got media and carbon, which will go right up through here. We got your outtake, which I'm assuming will go right here. Some plastic tube. So the tank looks gorgeous. I do love the way it looks. I'm not so sure about this stand it's on, but you know, maybe like a nice black mat so that nothing like reflects too crazy, because what I'm gonna do with this tank, I'm gonna tell you guys after I open everything up. Let me see what this is doing. See if I can answer any questions. What's up, IFG? What's up, my brother? What's the price on that? I actually don't know. I will post it in the description, though. This was sponsored. Yes, Karen, you do like Pete's attitude? Yes. I like Bill's attitude. Alright, let's get on with it. So, see what we got here. Got a couple boxes here. I'm really excited about starting this up. Huck! Oh no. So this looks like the plug-in for the light. I'm gonna guess all this stuff is probably for the light. And that big other thing was the cover. Here is... Gotta watch out for the doggy. here is your return pump. So this will drop right in here. Looks like your 2 connections for some hoses here. This goes here. Through here, sorry. Hose comes down to the return pump. So we got part of the cover, and I did see this like a little feed tray in here. You pop this off. So if this goes like this, your rest of your cover is going to go here. You got a little feed tray that just needs to be popped plastic, so I'm going to leave that and figure that out when figure out what side I want it. It's definitely not going to go here. That's for show. Folks, you got to make sure the puppy does not get the styrofoam. Very important. It becomes a styrofoam stick quicker than you can imagine. Turned into styrofoam bacon into his stomach. So this is kind of heavy. I'm assuming this is going to be the light. When I uploaded the video the other night, a lot of people said they've had great success growing corals with this light. And I only had one comment saying that they had to upgrade. Now, I have this nice zoom head that has been growing corals for 3 years. I'm not going to move this. The tank is going to go right here, and if this light that comes with it isn't doing the job, boom, I already got the suspended light. But this looks really nice and sleek. It's got tons of LEDs. This must be the canopy right here. Looks nice. I'm curious to see actually how this goes. It does go like that. This, you know what? This thing right here, folks, I saw, this is for a skimmer. And then the feed thing is right here. Your light goes right through there. Boom. Actually, I want to do that just to see what it looks like. And then I really want to plug this thing in. I mean, so that looks really cool right there. That looks gorgeous. Not sure that I like how close the light is, but it's got blues, it's got whites. It looks really, really cool. You got your like little feeding station here. This clips right on. So what you're gonna put in this side is your heater, your return pump, all your media, your sponges, whatever you're gonna put in here. You can put a bunch of stuff in this first overflow box as well. And I love the way it looks. So I'm gonna tell you. Let's answer. Let's see if there's any questions I can answer here. You know, I didn't even read the box if it was glass or acrylic. Angel Freak. Huh. I think it's glass. It's not acrylic. It's definitely glass. So it's glass. Greg, the game is being recorded. Do not say the score. DC Reefa, my brother. I just subscribed to you. I watched a bunch of your videos. Specifically the last video on the rules. I love the way you did like the Snapchat with your face and all the background. That looks super cool. Usually when I subscribe to a new channel, I spend like that whole night or like, you know, an hour while I'm watching TV, catching up on videos, just kind of checking out your channel. But thank you so much for the super chat. And I'm excited about joining this new contest. DC Reefer, thank you for the super chat. Anybody that wants me to answer that question like this or not ignore it, you can always go to the super chat. It comes out in bright, you know, a bright color, and I see it right away, and I will definitely acknowledge that because I appreciate you, everybody contributing to my channel. Anything that comes in through the super chat for donations goes right back into the channel, i.e. tank stuff, corals, plants. It all comes back into the channel, and it helps me make content. So DC Reefer, pound it. Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's glass for sure. I can feel it. Plus, it's siliconed. It's not seamless. Nyam Beats. Yes, this is a new tank. So this is sponsored by Fluval, and it's going to replace this 10-gallon. This was my first reef tank. It's been up for over 3 years, I think. Like, you can go back to the vids. I don't even know. It's at least 3 years, I think. And it's done its purpose. I've learned a ton from it. I've learned how to keep coral, keep saltwater fish. You know, everybody that has already done this before, you know, it's petty to them. But if you're new, you know, it teaches you how to keep the proper salinity, how to do a water change, what you're going to put in your filter, what corals to start off with, how strong your light needs to be for certain corals, how far away from the top or the bottom of the tank your light needs to be. And this is all stuff that you can figure out on your own, but YouTube helps, especially with all these reefers out there that know their stuff. Especially with people, I'd like to give a shout out to Rico, Rico's Reef Tanks, king of live stream. He does a live stream like 16 times a day, so he only sleeps a little bit. And there's constant reefers, good channels, good people on that live stream that are giving good advice. They're not going to shut you down if you have a question, because we were all new once, so, you know, there's a lot of people on that site. So shout out to Rico. Rico, you're the man. If you ever see, go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to all these guys, DC Reefer, CJ's Aquariums, all the guys on his live stream, Inappropriate Reefer. Go subscribe and get on the live stream and ask a question if you have a question, and they'll answer it ad nauseum. They'll spend 45 minutes on it, and you'll be like, what the frig, is the live stream almost over? And then literally 8 hours later, they're still on a live stream. Rico's picking his daughter up, driving to get groceries. CJ's shopping for fish. This person's arresting somebody. You know, everybody's doing everything, but they're always going to answer. So shout out to Rico's Reef Tank, king of live stream. Can you put a product list? Build a tractor man. Yes, I will put a product list. All my videos have links into the description of everything I'm using in that video. So if you go watch a video on my 40-gallon reef, you are going to have a list of every single thing I use for that reef tank, and you can just click the link and buy it on Amazon super cheap. What's up? Yeah, go get one, brother. That was for you, 9 Beats. All right, details about the Nano Challenge. Go over to DC Reefer, subscribe to him, watch his latest video on the rules. There's a lot of sponsors, there's a lot of great prizes. My Aquarium Box is going to sponsor consolation prizes. So, this is the new Fluval. I'm not going to be doing like a live setup on this because I'm going to set it up tonight while I watch the Patriots. But I do want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be putting in this tank. Now, this is the little foam thingy that comes with it, and it's got carbon and some biomedia, and then your sponge, which traps large debris, and then your carbon, which will clarify the water a bit, take some impurities out, and then your biomedia, which will hold beneficial bacteria. But I'm actually not going to use any of this in this tank. For a heater, I am going to be using my favorite heaters. These Fluval M series heaters. I don't even know, it doesn't say M series. Yeah, M series, M50. I love these heaters. Now, I am not saying that because Fluval sponsored this tank. They've never sponsored a tank for me, and I've been using these heaters for a long time. They never fail. They don't blow up. They're like, the chrome on it is super, super sleek. Like the whole, I just want to take this out for a little bit. The heater itself, the only reason why I bought it at first is because of the way it looks. Like, granted, this one is going to be stored in this overflow box, but that's it. It's a thin chrome. It looks absolutely gorgeous in your tank because you can't even see it, and if you do, you're like, oh, that's nice. It's not like black with stripes and there's a red light that comes and there's a bunch of black crosses, and then it's got a big rubber thing here and a big rubber thing here, and the light's orange. This light, oh, look at that. Check that out. Boom. The light on this is a super light blue. A super light blue. I absolutely love this heater, 1,000,000%. And Fluval did not sponsor the heater or anything. I buy the Fluval heaters. Love this heater. So, what I'm going to be putting in this tank. First things first, water is going to overflow right here. And it's going to go down through. Oh, look at that. Oh. Low power. Your water is going to overflow through this first box, and what it does is it comes down and then it comes up through this. All these little grates overflow it through all the media. Under here, the pump is going to push the water out back into the tank. So what's going to go in here is going to be sponge and filter floss. Maybe I'll just, for the heck of it, I'll use this sponge, maybe cut it up, put it down into here, but maybe only half of it, like way down into the bottom. What I want to do is I want to trap any big debris first, right in this first box, and then it's going to come through here, and I am using BioHome Ultimate Media for marine fish tanks. They do not sponsor my Aquarium Box anymore. They do not sponsor me. I just have leftover, and I absolutely love this media. It's super porous. It holds tons and tons of beneficial bacteria. I have it in my planted tanks. I have it in my reef tanks. This is not like any shout out to BioHome at all. I'm not getting paid. I love this media, and I'm glad I have extra because that's what's going to be going in this second chamber. So let's see if I can twist it here. 1, 2, 3. Sponge, Biohome. Then for my carbon, I am going to use ChemiPure Blue. They are a sponsor of my Aquarium Box, and I love them. That's why I called them when we started this company, is because I use ChemiPure Elite, ChemiPure Blue, ChemiPure Green in my planted tank. I love ChemiPure Carbon, which will go next right here. And then last but not least, poly filter pads. Anybody know a contact for these guys? Please give them my email. I've been trying to contact them forever to buy lots of these for my Aquarium Box, but I can't. They never return my emails. I love these poly filter pads. I will cut this up and I'll put 2 right here. So that'll be the last stage. It'll go down through a coarse sponge to get big, you know, debris. Then it'll come up through my carbon, then my media, then my poly filter pad, last but not least. But you know, I don't know if I like this stand at all. It's got these weird things that keep falling off, so that's one thing I do not like. Obviously, when you know the tank's set up, you're not going to be moving this around like I'm moving around, but still, I don't know if I like these. And I definitely don't like corners of my tank not being supported. But other than that, I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't have designed it if the stand the way it is was not going to support everything that's going on. So, what's up, Brendan? What's up, Jay, Christian, Sean? Mike, am I planning on using the stock light or something else? Greg, it's so funny how you ask me questions when you can just, like, come talk to me. And we can hang out and drink beers and not talk business. But, I'm going to use the stock light to start. And if it doesn't look like the corals are growing too good, I got my Zoom Ed hanging right here that has grown corals unbelievable that I will use. Alright, so now the plan for this tank is going to be awesome. I'm super, super excited about the plan. I've been dreaming of doing this for a long time. The plan for the tank. I am going bare bottom, and I am going to be gluing frags of GSP. Not frags, there's not going to be any frag discs, but I'm going to be gluing GSP all over the bottom. Sort of like if you plant a carpet, like a Monte Carlo carpet, you know, do a little frag maybe every 2 to 3 inches. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe like 20. I'll take them from the 40. I'm going to clip little tiny pieces with like maybe 3 or 4 GSP coming out, and I'm going to glue them everywhere. I want the entire bottom of this tank to be carpeted with GSP. It will look stunning. I'm going to use Carib Sea Life Rock. I've always used that rock. I'm not a big fan of getting live rock at your LFS around me. I don't have really any reputable LFSs that I can trust their live rock, I guess. And I don't like complete dry rock that's like Pucani rock or any of that coral that's just white as can be. I do not like the way it looks. I don't like the way it looks when the tank is being cycled, when you get diatoms and it just is brown. I just don't like it at all. I love this Carib Sea purple rock. It looks awesome. Now they say it's got infused with dormant beneficial bacteria that when you add water it releases everything. I don't know if it does that. I'm not a scientist. I haven't talked to any scientists. You know, maybe it does do that. So bare bottom, Carib Sea Life Rock in the back right corner of this tank. I want the whole front coming this way, similar to the aquascape I have upstairs. It's not because I've run out of ideas. This is what I've wanted to do with a saltwater tank for a long time. Now, this is going to take time. GSP, although it's a fairly quick coral, you know, it will take probably a year to a year and a half for the entire bottom to be covered, and it's going to look so sick. As far as the other corals, back here, big kind of like triangular scape, and then it will slowly slope down towards this corner of the tank. So it'll be built up in one side, and it'll move down here. A lot of open space here. That's just the way I like to scape things. It's what I'm into lately, especially with saltwater. I haven't really got a chance to do like a carpet on the bottom, and aquascaping is just important in saltwater as in freshwater. Believe me. You can have this envision in a planted tank and it comes out beautiful. Well, you have to have a vision in a saltwater tank. You can't just pile up your rock and then, you know, have a vision, do what you want to do, what makes you happy, go for it. This is what I'm going for. So the whole bottom will be GSP, green star polyps. Then the top back will start off with a few torches and hammers at the very top that will kind of flow. They'll grow and they'll flow with the outtake. It'll be perfect for them. And then as you go down, there'll be cans. I always love cans. They're great growers. They look gorgeous. They're nice and plump corals. And then I'm going to try some fancy zoas again. I've tried zoas a million times, and every time they grow like crazy all over all the rocks, and you're like, oh my god, this zoa garden is gorgeous. And then in a second, they're gone. Pallies, no problem. Pallies like crazy. Zoas, I can't do. So that is my plan for this tank. See what's going on. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. What do we got going on here? Dilly dilly. John Fiddler, GSP is green star polyps. In about 2 seconds, I'm going to show you my 40 gallon and I'll show you what green star. Actually, if you can see it, it's all right here. It's all growing all over this rock. It's all nice and green, super gorgeous. It covers things in purple, like a purple friggin' pox, like purple chicken pox. But then when the lights come on, all the polyps come out and they look, it's absolutely cool. All green. Oh, Reef Spy just posted his monthly My Aquarium Box. I can't wait to go watch that, because there's one thing in that box that I love, and I think he's gonna love it too. No, Greg. Well, actually, do you have them all, Greg? Do you have all of them over there? Yeah, bring a bag over, and we'll, you know, get the hot water going. So, Greg's asking about these reef weld pellets, which is super cool. So this is a product we put in my aquarium box a while ago that he found from a company, and he's always looking around, he's finding the greatest things. And then he came over one day, and I'm like bombing around with the kids, and he's like over there with hot water and plastic pellets, and he's like molding. He's like, this is so fun, it's like Play-Doh. So what it is it's plastic pellets, completely inert, non-toxic, and there's white, and then there's a bunch of colors you can mix. But what we did is what Greg did, he found the ratio of white pellets to red pellets to blue pellets. And so it's basically a giant bag of white pellets with like 10 red pellets, 10 blue pellets. You boil some water on your tea kettle in the microwave, pour it in a bowl, dump the pellets in, wait a little while, start working it together, and what it does, another low battery. All right, we got 10%, so this is going to be ending soon. You mix it all together, and it's like a silly putty that turns coralline purple. We figured out the ratio. It's in every bag, and instead of using like super glue you know, cyanoacrylate glue, rods drilling into your live rock. You just set your live rock up, mold this to it, boom, stick your next live rock or whatever kind of rock you're using together, and it fuses them together, and it's beautiful purple. This stuff is awesome. Shop.myaquariumbox.com, you can get it there. It is awesome. Shameless plug. Dilly dilly. What I will do, why didn't I think of this earlier? There. Now we got it plugged in. No, I do not. Yes, actually I do. What do we got going? Dang it, I want to go after saltwater. You can do it. I should give away some stuff I don't use anymore. Yes, I will. Well, you know what? If you want to share this, I got about another 20 minutes before I need to go upstairs and watch the Patriots. If you want to get this puppy up to, let's say, 65 people watching, I'll start giving away t-shirts. And you can always hit the super chat and get your comment read right away. Who hit that super chat? DC Reefer? If you're still watching, give me a shirt size. I'm going to send you a shirt. I watch your videos. You like extra large. And then when you wash it, it'll shrink to a large. So you're a large guy. All right. Basically, this is what I'm going to do with this tank, and I'm really excited. So, I'm going to do a whole setup video, but if anybody's watching that wants to know what I do when I get a new tank like this, I am going to completely clean it with paper towel and RO water, because I make RO water, RODI water, and I have it, and so I'm going to clean the whole tank with it. Then I am going to aquascape for probably like an hour and a half with rocks. I'm going to be moving here, 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 here. And then finally, when I get the exact one that I want, after about 1 million pictures, I'm going to take that final shot of it. And that'll be the last picture so that I know exactly where it is. I'm going to remove all the rock. I'm going to rinse it in a bucket of RO water. Now, I mean, you can use tap water, you can use faucet water, but if you have RO water to use and you're not worried about wasting it, then I would use RO water for everything. RODI water, reverse osmosis deionized water. It's basically pure water. Just use it for everything if you can with a saltwater tank. There's just no reason not to if you have it. So after I wash the tank out and aquascape it, I'm going to rinse all my aquascaping rocks. I'm going to rinse all these return pumps, heaters, Chemi-Pure, my biomedia. Everything is going to be washed with RODI. I'm going to put the rock back in. I'm going to fill it up, and I'm going to plug everything in. I'm going to leave the light off because there's no fish, and the only reason why fish need light is so that you can look at the fish. There's no coral, so I don't need light for coral. And I'm going to lay a blanket right over this tank, and I'm just going to let it run. I'm going to let it run for 24 hours, clear it, you know, any dust, any debris out, and then probably, what's today, Monday? So probably Wednesday night after the kids go to bed, I will put my clownfish and my skunk shrimp that I put over in the 40 back in this tank with Dr. Tim's one and only nitrifying bacteria. Instant cycle, boom, and then when Rico's contest goes on the 1st, I'll be ready to fire up the corals. That's basically my plan. Greg, what fish? I'm putting my Ocellaris clown back in here to have the tank being cycled, constantly cycled, and hopefully for Soren I can get 2 really, really cool, rare clownfish that nobody has ever seen. Billy Pipes, 4XL? Billy, I don't have 4XL. I got 2XL is the max size I got. Greg, the skimmer is sold separately, as well as the heater. The full tank comes with the return pump and your sponges and your media and your carbon and your light and your hood. Heater and skimmer sold separately. Couldn't find that epoxy glue for rocks on the MAB site. What is it called? Oh, there we go. It's Reef Weld. Alright, so I'm going to get started on watching the Pats. Did we get up to 65? Am I giving away t-shirts yet? 53! Come on! Share it. Facebook, Instagram, share it, share it, share it. We'll get up to 65. I'll give away t-shirts. I'm going to take you over to the 40 Reef and show you that. I'll show the GSP growing like crazy on that. And Glock 23 Fire, am I going to update the return? I don't know. I did. There was also a comment in the video when I did this that the return had failed. There's not a whole lot of space here. You know, the return is super tiny. I do have some Marineland MaxiJet 1200s that actually are awesome for return pumps. They're awesome for circulation pumps. They're awesome for mixing your salt water. They're awesome for taking RODI water. You drop it into the bottom of your garbage can or whatever you're storing in. Like I have a big Brute container, and hook up some plastic tubing and fire it up, and it'll pump all your buckets. So I could definitely see myself putting that in here. But for now, I'm going to start with the Fluval. It's going to be a complete review and setup. Oh yeah, Nick K. Get that saltwater MAB. 150. Well, that's a pretty good price. Alright, so I'm going to go show you the 40. And for everybody who's watching and is lucky, this is the very last time you will see this 10-gallon reef tank. It is gone after tonight. You guys don't want to see my mug? Let's turn this around. So, this is the 10-gallon reef tank. I love it. And I'm ready to do something new. You probably can hear my son's iPad. I'm like holding comments and doing videos at the same time. Yeah, I know, Reef. I know, O. What are you busting my balls for, O? It's gonna be quick. Anyway, 10-gallon reef tank. Bye-bye. See how there's no My Aquarium boxes? That's because they're gone. We shipped them all out. 40-gallon reef tank. Tons of Euphilia. Tons and tons of soft coral. Cans. This is GSP for the dude who was wondering. I started off like with a tiny little nugget right here, and it's growing all across this rock. You know, it's almost ready. Thank you, Greg. 40 does look mint. Yes, do you want me to sit on the floor? Do you want me to sit on the floor like the old days? Kenya trees like crazy. I've got the Mars Aqua on the 40. Bird's nest that Michael brought back that I also got when it was about the size of my fingernail. It was right there. Alright, look at this guy. This is the Ocellaris from my 10-gallon that I put in here because I'm taking it down tonight. Got the black maroon, the Darwin clowns. This is some more GSP. I'm gonna have to take this rock out soon, which I'm fine. I have a perfect rock. It just wedges like right here and right here. I'll just take this whole rock out. GSP for days. Got a beautiful torch. This is like hammer corner over here. These will all start to get big. A can. Gonna start filling this up in here and here and here for agriculture. Got a couple sweet mushrooms. And then this guy is just like unbelievable. Yeah, Darwin Ocellaris, Greg. Thank you. 52. Now we're going down to 50. How am I supposed to give away t-shirts? All right, so what I'm gonna do is call it a day right here. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and next will be a video on setting up the new 13.5 gallon Evo 12. Oh, now more people are watching. Come on, 10 more. Oh, 57. Come on, do it, do it, do it. Go Pats. Hey Ryan, go ahead. I know I said don't say it. What's the score? What's up, Alex? No, don't say the score. I'm not looking. I stopped looking. Oh, I got my RO spilling over. See that? Making too much. Got too many buckets going at one time for the new tank. As if I need it. I'm like super. I got this tank filled up with RO. Or this barrel filled up with RO. I got this barrel filled up with RO. And I actually... Did I really need to make another bucket full of RO? Yes. I actually did. For this new tank. Had to do it. Anyway, that's why it's all in the basement, folks. Alright. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's say one... Hey, Hux. What's up, Hunky Butts? What you doing? This is my charcoal lab, Huckleberry Finley. He's a great puppy. He's just not even 6 months old. I had a chocolate lab for 12 years. Then we took a year off after she passed. And this is the new Hux. He's the man. This is the official last look at the 10-gallon tank, and you guys all get to see it. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for the super chat. Billy, I don't have 4X, so please email myaquariumbox.com, and I'll try to hook you up with something. DC Reefer, I'll get you your t-shirt, brother. Peace. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. I'm out.